like, dude, the
I respect them.
McLaren
Like, they're
P1
actually
has
kinda
electric
cool.
motors. I mean, that's probably one of my favorite cars. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
that car is just like, that car is one of the fastest ways to go see what color socks God wears. Oh yeah, we got to start off.
I feel like we gotta do that in every episode now. ASMR. That, you know what that reminds me of? The when you're at the movie theater and the
when
Coke,
it does then it takes you on a roller coaster through the fucking Coke.
Well, what happened? Anything exciting at work? Just boring ass day. I know you're slow as fuck up there.
Yeah, it was slow. I got kind of yelled at because I always get yelled at.
Of course.
But we were in the meeting and like you know, like I feel like I'm not as mechanically inclined as everybody else. You know what I mean? Like Casey and Chris are both really good at working on cars. I'm not very good at working on cars. I can like, my ideas are good, but then like when I go to implement it, if I just try to do it by myself, it would come out terrible. That's why I usually need help, you know? Well, so
there's been a couple times where you've come to me and like you totally had like the idea, right? And it was not like it was a hard task, but you would come and ask me and I would literally just be like, what about this part? And you'd be like, oh fuck. And like sometimes you just need that extra little perspective.
Dude, you know what it
nudge.
is that I have two brothers. And you don't realize it, but when you have two people that you can constantly rely on, it'll make you kind of like accidentally be trained to like, it's okay if you miss stuff because somebody else will pick up the slack. It's not a very good habit to have, I will say, but I do have that trait sometimes. But yeah, anyways, sorry, we got off track. I was in the meeting this morning, and I hate meetings. Yeah. Okay, I don't care.
Too. I don't go to them anymore since I have the excuse of being a social media guy.
I don't care if you're the general manager watching this. I hate meetings. I hate them. I cannot stand them. It's circling the wagon, bro. It's just, we're just talking about all the stuff I've been doing for 15 years, you know?
Yeah.
So I hate it. But I go to it because I don't want them to think that I think I'm better than them, even though that's what I think, you know? So I just sit there like this, and they get mad that I'm not like, yeah, I love being in here at 8:30 in the morning, you know?
No, normally he's just doing this.
Yeah, I'm just on my phone. I'm trying to sell a car.
He's going through social media, doing his job, per se. Technically, yeah. Which, that is another thing about the sales industry. They're not caught up with the way this generation works.
Right.
So
you got dudes from the...
He could spend all his day on social media and sell... at least 15 cars a month, like easy. But they want you to make calls. They want you to do all this stuff when social media is king. Everybody's on social media.
Yeah.
So even
what do you do
kids that don't have
break?
A fucking phone yet,
what are you doing when you're taking
media.
a shit? What are you doing when you go to the bathroom and your manager's not there? What are you doing? You're texting your girlfriend back and you're getting on Facebook and you're seeing if anyone gave you the laugh react on that stupid fucking meme you shared. All right? So I get on Facebook and they don't like that. Anyways, don't distract me. Listen. So I'm in the meeting this morning. I'm in the meeting this morning, and we're almost done. We're to the point where we're going around the... You know how every morning, morning in the meeting, they go around the room, and as they go around the room, they're like, Dawson, you got anything? Nate, you got anything? Blah, 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 you got anything?
Just to see if you have anything to add to the meeting.
You don't. You don't have anything to add to the meeting that we need to discuss, okay? If you need to discuss something with someone, I don't need to be there for that. You need to get with the manager and find out what it is that you're trying to fix, you know? Everybody doesn't need to be involved with the fact that your check was late or early or you got paid too little or too much. I don't care. I need to go sell a car, you know? Oh, dude, the car business is so crazy.
The car business is a different industry. If you haven't been in it, you don't understand, but there are levels.
There's a hierarchy for sure.
Yeah.
The harder you hit, the more leeway you get. And I hit pretty hard, but only because I've been doing it for so long. I'm not special. But I also hate the circle of wagon thing. We don't need to talk about your problems in the sales meeting. We don't need to. We don't have to. I don't need to talk about that. I don't care about that. Right? No offense. You shouldn't care about my problems. If I have a problem, I'll go to the big boss. And that's what they wanted to do this morning. 40 minutes.
It was 40 minutes.
40 minutes. 40 minutes.
No meeting should last more than 20. And that's pushing it.
Dude, no, we shouldn't.
You should
shouldn't
go
have to have
in.
a meeting about something you can email.
Go to each single person and say, how many did you get yesterday? How many did you get yesterday? How many? Put it on the board. Say whatever the fuck you got to say real quick and go sell the cars. That's how it should be, I think.
And I will say, I love where I work. It's a great place to work.
Yes, that is.
It's not, I'm not shitting on the business model or the fact that they have meetings. I have just been doing it so long that there's nothing that you're going to bring up in the meeting that's like, that I haven't heard. Anyways, I'm not talking shit about anybody, but I don't know. I lost my cool in the meeting and I had to get talked to. It was just,
I don't know how much of that'll come out for the actual podcast, but we'll see. I don't know. Who cares?
I don't care, definitely. I don't want you to get in trouble, but I definitely don't give a fuck. What are they going to do? You can't say that on your own personal time. All right, let's do the first one.
All right. Well,
sorry.
Take a sip real quick and we jump right into it. All right. So, welcome back to the #1 Drift podcast on YouTube. I am Dawson.
I'm Nate.
And let's jump into it. So, I want to start off letting you guys know, last episode, I did say that we were on every single audio platform. That is false. I'm still working out a couple, but the majority, well, all of the major podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple, all that stuff, we are on there. So, go subscribe if you do have that, whichever one you use. And all the smaller podcast platforms, we are close to getting on there. I'm not necessarily worried about those. But Instagram, TikTok, go ahead and check out those. Got a lot of shorts, clips, and stuff going on there. Just smaller little stuff from the podcast. And then, actually, your car is almost done, right?
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
What else is left?
Well, when we got it back, I don't think it's anyone's fault, but when we got it back, I pulled it off the trailer. I left it at Chris's house. Mm-hmm. Chris turned it on, pulled it in the shop. I was there when he turned it off. He tried to turn it back on, won't come on. The arc panel burned up. I guess we think it's because we wired the derail fan, those fucking badass.
Yeah.
We wired those to one relay. And everybody told us not to do that, but we did it anyways because we were just in a rush, which that's the whole story of that car. So I had to send the panel off to ARC. ARC's going to fix it, and they want to feature. So it ends up working out because ARC's going to put my car on their website.
That's tight.
So that'll be cool. But also, fuck, like very shark car of my car,
And how much is that going to end up costing you?
It won't cost me anything because I don't think ARC is going to. I don't think they're going to get mad that the panel burned up because it's not supposed to burn up. He said it might have had something to do with the ribbon cable. He seemed really nice, so we'll see.
Good. Okay.
I'll pay him if he asks me for money. I'm not worried about that. It was just a shitty situation because it was like, dude, I was like, dude, can't wait to get it tuned, blah, blah. I'm going to pull it outside and take some videos of it. I tried to turn it back on. It's like,
no.
I was like, what's wrong with you now? What's wrong with you now?
One goddamn thing after another.
Yeah, so.
But, well, that's good at least. It's almost done. I'm getting there myself. I've finally have a clutch master on the way. It's been, I think, 2 months now that I've been waiting, and I actually got lucky. The part that I was supposed to get isn't coming, but so I bought a clutch master kit from Z1 for a DE 350Z, basically. So it has a 5/8 bore on the inside, and then they have an HR model that is 11/16 bore. And I'm not 100% sure if the RB factory is 11/16 or not. I think it's like 3/4, which is close enough.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah. So, so I checked on Z-Speed, which is the original manufacturer of the product, to see if their website said they were out of stock or anything like that. And it didn't say anything about them being out of stock. So I was like, okay. So I went and checked Z1, which is where I ordered it from. The only reason I ordered it from Z1 was because they're normally fast as hell. Like I get whatever I order from there, I normally get it in 2 days.
Yeah, they're like Summit.
Yeah, so they're like in Ohio or something. They're not far.
Yeah.
And so I saw that Z1 had an open box HR kit sitting on the shelf. Just one. It was an open box kit. So I emailed the dude I had been talking to because it's so late, and he was telling me, yeah, we have one on the shelf, but here's a link to it. I know you have a swapped car, so I want to make sure like it's going to be perfect for you. I was like, yes, it's good. Go ahead and further with it. And dude, literally within like an hour, I got the shipping tracking number and everything. So Master's on the way, and we'll get that in, and the car will be drivable. So,
Dude, then we can do like
exhaust. We can, dude. Okay, we could have done all of this, but for me,
I was gonna say hood rat shit, but whatever.
I mean, yeah, that too. But I still have a little bit to do on it. But for me, my brain won't won't give me the motivation without this fucking clutch getting here that I paid $300 for, and I've been waiting for 2 months.
Yeah, that would suck.
It's irritating. So yeah, I just couldn't get past that part. But it'll be there soon.
Oh yeah.
But the main topic for today that I wanted to talk about was, do you think this might be like the last generation of the combustion car? Like the car enthusiasts? True car enthusiasts?
Nah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so. You think so?
No, I mean, it's nothing that I hope for.
No, of course not. No,
like,
I know that.
Just seeing like as many cars that are getting killed off for EV vehicles, like the Challenger for one, is dying.
Dude,
that doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
They made that car fake moan, dude. It makes V8
engine
noises.
Like through the speakers.
Yeah, that's like having sex with your girlfriend and she fakes
the
it.
engine.
That's exactly what it's like.
Fuck no, dude. That's childish.
I know. It is so childish. Yeah, I'm right. You know I'm right. It's exactly what it's like.
Oh my god.
Dude, it's so dumb.
And like the Ford Lightning, that ruined it for me. I loved the Ford Lightning.
Dude, Ken
back
Block's
in the day.
Ken Block's new,
I'm not a Ford guy.
Ken Block's new Audi, the Gymkhana car is all EV, and dude, that car is righteous looking. That is one of the
insane.
coolest looking cars that they have come out with in forever, and then it's an EV.
Yeah.
You know? Like I don't know.
Do you think after the next generation of the Z, do you think they'll convert it to the EV?
I don't think so. I think the next thing that they'll probably do that will catch on is going to be EV. Not EV, I'm sorry, hydrogen. Hydrogen. They're going to do hydrogen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think they're going to do EV because it just is. It's too expensive to make. If you really look at the data, it's not very good for the environment, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen some of that?
Oh,
the big quarries and stuff that they dig. It's horrible for the environment. And then, let's say that you're at your house. It's 8:00. Your mom's in the hospital. She starts to die. Your car is not charged up. You can't just hop in your car, ride to the gas station, fill it up, take 5 minutes, and drive there. Now you got to get in your Tesla, turn on the TV, watch your mom die on the Tesla TV while it's charging.
That's a tough one to think about.
Yeah,
there's a lot that I've heard. Just as far as that goes, like being stuck having to charge the motherfucker.
Dude, there's videos
It's
all
stupid.
over the internet.
Like,
there's videos on the internet where a dude will break down in his Tesla because it won't make it as far as he thought. He it's not like dude. It ain't
that's
like a gas motor, bro.
Fucking one for me,
dude. You get in
because
your
break
car,
down in a Tesla or any EV vehicle, and
and
guess who's coming to fucking
yeah.
save your ass,
Yeah.
bro? A diesel truck with a diesel fucking generator to charge your goddamn battery. That's full of fossil fuels, by the way. It just, that's absurd.
Combustion engines never going away. And if it goes away, it will be for like either hydrogen or some sort of a nuclear style deal. There's no way that you're going to get away with EV all the time. It's just not.
It's not practical, especially here. Like, the only places I could see it practical is obviously shithole California. Just because there's charging stations all over the goddamn place, but there's too many fucking people there.
And the thing is that if you're in the inner city, the fastest way is like the tramway. Yeah. And the other thing is that most people in the inner cities don't make enough to afford to be able to buy a $60,000 to $80,000 Tesla, let alone afford the $1,500 charging. You know what I mean? It's just I'm not like one of those. Like a lot of people think that I'm one of those people where I'm just EV. I'm not like, dude. The McLaren
like,
P1 has electric
cool.
motors. That's probably one of my favorite cars. Dude, that car is just like. That car is one of the fastest ways to go see what color socks God wears. That's a badass car. But it's got electric motors in it, and I'm for that. But like the whole is this going to be the last generation of car? Like, no, I don't believe that. I don't think so. Or I hope not, at least. I've been wrong before.
I definitely hope so. The way I see it is like since they're getting rid of all of the nostalgic cars, sports cars, and stuff like that are gonna be eventually, after years of development, aftermarket parts and stuff like that, be a tuner vehicle, what we would consider a tuner vehicle, and they're not coming out with them anymore. Obviously, the old ones aren't gonna last as long. They're not gonna last forever. I'll say they'll get rarer and rarer, and prices will go up on them. But where does it go from? Like, since they're stopping the true sports cars and turning them into EV, what are the future generations going to have to go off of?
It's going to be just like when there was people that were building Chevelles back in the day, there was like, not everybody had the money to buy, like, if you talk to somebody that's from that era, they make it sound like everybody had a Chevelle or a Charger that would hop a Coke can.
That is
but that's
true.
not really true.
No.
Like, not everybody could go out. At the time, $3,500 was kind of like $20,000. Not everybody had $20,000 to go out, then modify the car, then put, you know what I mean? Like, not do all that stuff to it. So I think what's going to happen is it's going to be kind of the same, but people are going to start modding newer vehicles the same way that we modify older vehicles now. It's just going to say it's the same,
Yeah.
And I've always said,
I mean, that's what I mean though, because like if they're all converting to a fully electric, there's nothing to go off of. Would you just swap older platforms into it?
Yeah, you just stick a 4-link under it with a.
I mean, I would do
9-inch.
There's that one Tesla that keeps popping up all over TikTok that's fucking 2J swapped.
There's a dude with
that
an
bitch
LS
is
swap.
hard, bro.
Dude, yeah, the Tesla looks good. I like the Tesla.
It's a Model 3, which I'm not the biggest fan of the Model 3, but the Model S looks a little better. I guess.
I don't really like any of them.
The SUV though,
the P100D,
the one with the gold wing doors, that shit's hard. I like that one.
I don't know. Any car that you can program to like dance, I don't get it. I'm not like if you're watching this and you have a Tesla, I'm not like saying like your Tesla sucks. It's just it's like the same. The mini trucks where they do the beds. You know what I'm talking about? They put the beds on a hydraulic and they can make the bed come up and go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I treat almost all builds the way I treat that. Like I appreciate that you went and calculated out the geometry for that.
You took
but
all
also,
the time
what
and
the
effort
fuck,
to
dude?
put it.
Like what?
You see him
just so
driving
you
down
can
the
just so
road,
you
it
can
looks like
stare at some girl in a Honda Civic and lift your bed. You think she's gonna be like, oh damn, I need to sleep with that guy? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, God, my panties are soaked.
Yeah, so I've never really understood that whole thing. But I've always said for a long time, and honestly, this kind of applies to JDM people who are like the purists. They want it to all be like, it needs to be Nissan if it's going. It needs to be all that. For every one of y'all, there's always going to be another one of me. It's always just going to stick the biggest, baddest, most highest horsepower, biggest displacement thing you can stick in there. Yeah, and just see how mad everybody gets. Yeah. There's so many people on the internet that are furious over the hood. And
yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the hood. I don't like cowl hoods at all. I like how you did it. You made it your own.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
There's not another
I still don't technically think it looks all that good on an S13, especially with the Rocket Bunny kit and everything. But I respect it because like it's still cool because it's different. You didn't just stick with a regular cowl hood.
It's just like everything else on the car. It's not for that purely for looks. I have a Holley high ram intake. Like, it's for a reason.
Yeah,
I did it on purpose.
I don't necessarily like the look of that fucking high ram sticking out of the hood either.
Everybody does
that either. So
everybody does that.
Yeah,
I hate it.
Yeah, that's why I don't mind.
Dirk.
I can respect it. I don't know.
Pronounce his last name. Is it Strickland? Is it Strickland?
Stratton.
Sorry, dude. Your vet's cool.
No,
we're friends on Instagram too. I'm not trying to mispronounce his name. Oops. Anyways, dude, his vet fucks. That vet is awesome.
Oh yeah.
But it's got that thing, and I was like, damn, it looks so cool if that was like either like the glass piece from the ZL1 or ZR1, but like, custom looking. You could do that with Lexan. Yeah. But like nobody wants to put the time into a drift car because they're going to crash it, and I get that, but
I will.
I don't want to crash. So
I've crashed it plenty of times. Put enough fucking effort into that damn thing. But let's kind of go back on the EV vehicles and stuff because I know the true feeling of a combustion car is always going to be different. Have you ever actually like driven electric vehicle, like
Yeah.
hard. And, okay, so you understand whenever you're in an electric vehicle and you actually stomp on it, it feels so odd. And on top of that, especially in a Tesla, the interiors are normally like very bland and basic and open. It feels like you're in a truck almost with
Kinda.
no center console, stuff like that. So, like the overall experience and feeling of an EV vehicle just doesn't compare whatsoever to a combustion car. You get all the G-force. You get every little.
When I drove the what's his name's Tesla, like, you know, even I said, you know, it's an SUV. You know what I mean? It wasn't even a car. It's an SUV. I even said, I was like, that's pretty mean for a car without a soul. You know, but
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
but I agree with you. Nothing beats internal combustion, dude. It's the answer to everything, like Jeremy Clarkson said. It's the answer to everything.
Yeah. The feeling of the initial launch in a Tesla, like a Model S, is gnarly.
It is.
Like it puts your ass in the seat, but you don't hear anything. So it throws my brain off, dude. It's so odd.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like you're about to launch into space.
Dude, and when you dyno them, they even dyno, the graph is even, looks like a robot. It's just like this. It's just flat. There's no like, you know, there's nothing you got to tune out. There's no, you know what I mean?
No,
it's just
all algorithm.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't know. But like, dude, I don't really know. I assume they weigh a little bit more just because of batteries and stuff. Okay, so like, how much does would a Tesla Model 3 compare to a fucking Altima or something?
I don't know off the top of my head. You'd have to Google it, but I want to say I think that a Tesla weighs like 5,000 pounds almost. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure, dude, that I could be wrong, but I know for pretty sure that the P100D is like 4,400 pounds, right?
So the Model 3 is
Like 42 or something like that, probably.
It looks like it says 3,600 to 4,200 pounds. So that would depend on like trim level and everything.
Oh yeah, you probably
how
get,
much?
Yeah,
Like,
probably the bad boy gets the
computer stuff you got in
4,200.
it. Well, how much? Let's see how much an Ultima weighs. Ultima.
I'm gonna guess.
I think it's like
3,800.
32. No. 32 to 34. I was close.
All right, I just think everything's fat.
Okay.
Whatever.
So yeah, it's not too far off. They're about the same size car. You think? Ultima and a Model 3?
I would think a Model 3 is like a Maxima kind of, right? No?
Hell no, that's huge.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I haven't
been
go
around enough
between
of them, I
Sentra
guess.
or Ultima. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that's obviously going to cause a factor. But what happened? I wonder how much they weigh when you strip all the batteries and stuff out. Like if you were going to do the 2J swap or the LS swap, like you get all the crap out and just put a basic platform in there. I wonder how much it weighs after that.
Well, who knows? Tesla build quality is not very good.
Dude who owns the 2J Tesla or the LZ Tesla, if you find this, comment. I'll make sure that's a short on TikTok too. Just I'll probably find you a little quicker there. But
And you can't drift them.
yeah, that is true. You can't.
They're all-wheel drive. I mean, you can drift them like if you think you're Ken Block. I guess you could put some fucking shit tires on
just
it.
take the
spin
axles
around.
off the front. They have
No,
axles.
there's
right?
there's no axles. It's a motor. There's a motor
So
on
it's
each
just
wheel.
Well, I've seen like the motors inside the rear subframe and the front subframe.
So it has
too.
axles?
So, but it's like it looks like a fucking turbine. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, hold on, I'm gonna see if I can look it up.
Dude, just Google Tesla drifting.
Tesla drifting. Yeah, dude. See, like it's
Look.
a massive fucking cylinder. It looks like a goddamn turbine to me.
That ain't a Tesla
That's a
power
fucking
plant.
that goes in the subframe.
That is the
just like that. It goes in the subframe just like that.
Where's the other side? That had a tail shaft on the end of it.
Yeah, it's on the top part because that'll connect to all of the batteries, like up here, underneath the car. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the breakdown of it.
Oh, see, it's got
Dude,
that right there.
fucking
It's got a
gnarly.
torque converter on it. You see it down there at the end?
You can see it right there. Let's check it out. But okay, actually, let's check that out.
Man, I'm just a fucking boomer. I just can't get behind it. I don't know.
I don't know. It looks like a bunch of gibberish to me. Yeah, I can't tell if it has actual axles or not. If you know anybody, comment it down below. Let me know. But I guess fuck it.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about EVs anymore. It's making me sad.
Yeah, but I mean, Elon Musk is pretty cool.
Space Daddy?
Oh yeah,
He did put one in. He did put one in space, didn't he? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Now that car looks cool.
Yeah, it does.
The Roadster looks cool.
What is it called again?
It's called the Roadster.
Okay,
Tesla Roadster.
That's the one he put up there.
There was some
Yeah,
super.
those things look gnarly.
They look very cool. There was a little bit of she said, he said, pillow talk on the internet that it was just a Lotus chassis underneath with EV stuff.
Way.
Yeah, but Lotus has been selling their chassis forever.
Dude, I could
It's
see
not really
that
new.
actually. Like it kind of resembles the body of it, the
Yeah.
way it's shaped. Have you ever driven a Lotus? Like an older one?
No.
Oh my god. When I worked at Mannheim, we got one in. I can't remember what year it was, but it was that nice red color and it had the tan interior. But the pedals were like, dude, I mean
Close together.
an inch away from each other. Like
Yeah.
I could
Need your cockroach killers to drive it, huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
like big toe all the way like SpongeBob.
It's for small people.
Like you just the foot like area is just I don't know, it's all tiny. It's odd.
I follow
Definitely a cool car,
Benny. I follow a guy named Benny, and he's from across the pond. And dude, he has a turbo B16 Del Sol that's righteous, dude. It's awesome. And then he has a K series Lotus Elise, and he drives the Lotus way more than the B series car. And his B series car is why I want to build that Civic.
No shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
I'll try and find that, or I'll get you to find it and send it so I can put it in the video for you. But yeah, that's pretty dope. I've never had a Honda.
Really?
Yeah, surprisingly, I've never owned one. I don't know. I started off on a Sentra SER Spec V. It was a 6-speed. My mom owned it, and I don't know why she owned that. Kind of a different.
That's a cool car though.
Yeah, it was cool. It had the 2.5 in it. Made about 200 horsepower from the factory. They were
SERs would get it.
they would scoot for a little tiny car like that.
My first car was a 97 EK hatchback. It was a D16 Y6, and it had a 10-inch sub that was like placed right, like L bracketed onto a piece of plywood that had been carpeted. It was pretty nicely done,
Yeah,
but to a 17-year-old, it was like the shit, dude. And then my dad got mad because I traded it for a DA Integra that had a B20 swap, and then I wrapped that car around a telephone pole. And then I bought,
you told me about
dude, yeah, and then I bought a EF hatchback from, I want to say I bought it off of Mason Clanton. I can't remember.
I don't think I know who that is.
He's in jail, or maybe he's not. Anyways, a bunch of my old friends. Are in jail. I'm telling you, I used to be wild as shit, dude. Anyway, so then we pulled the motor from the Integra because that same year model Integra, it all swapped over, hubs and all. So it was a really easy swap. So me and Josh and Caleb did it in like a weekend, and I was back on the road driving again. And that was like really my first experience. And then, dude, when you take a B20 or any B series and put it in an EF, I mean, dude, they weigh as much as my left nut. I mean, dude, it would fly. It was so fast.
Yeah.
If any of my friends are in the comments, they'll tell you, dude, the flat black EF that I had would flat out fucking get it. It was fast as fuck.
Do you know Luis Mejia? I think that's how you say his last name.
What's he drive?
He owns a shop that is also a barber shop as well. But he's got multiple cars. But he's always been a big J-Swap guy. He's a big Honda guy in general. But the first J-Swap I saw him do was this old EG hatch. And it went through all different types of colors. But J-Swapped that. And now he has traded like all sorts of stuff. But ended up in a right-hand drive EF sedan with like the checkered seats in it. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it goes so fucking hard. And he's I don't know if he's done with it, but he's been J swapping that for a while now.
That would probably be pretty fast.
Dude, it's so gnarly. He took it out the beach bin one time to do their drag strip at Import Alliance, and it was when he had the EG J swapped, and it was like yellow or some shit, and he kept missing his gears. There was something going on with his transmission. It kept throwing him out of second, I think. I don't know what was happening, but
I don't know enough about J series.
Yeah, I don't know either. Front wheel drive shit.
They make a cool like a lockout set for a K, because I think I'm gonna K that Civic I'm gonna build, but it's gonna be in the back, so I'm gonna have to have a lockout on it. That's and tight. So you go first, second, and then it won't let you go back into first unless you like put it in neutral and the RPMs come down.
That's pretty cool.
It's gonna be pretty cool when I'm done with it. It's gonna look crazy. It'll be just like Star Car. It'll look nothing like any other car of that type. You know, people will hate it.
Oh yeah,
and that'll make my dick hard.
Dude, actually, this has nothing to do with that. But have you been seeing Drift Games? Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Dude, they're like whole shebang they've got going on for LZ that's gonna happen. I cannot wait for that.
Oh, dude, I'm stoked.
That's gonna be gnarly.
Very cool.
If y'all don't know who Drift Games is, go check them out. I'll leave them like in the description. But they're from where? Ireland? No, it's not Ireland.
I think it is Ireland.
Maybe it is. I don't know. They're from a different country. Ireland, I think.
We're American. We actively avoid other cultures.
Correct. But they have like their own compound, kind of like LZ does. And they're hosting an entire fucking drift event for LZ and having a bunch of cars for a bunch of different YouTubers, flying them all out. That's just going to be cool. But
very cool.
Yeah.
It's going to be very cool. And it was smart of them to do that, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Jump on board the LZ train.
Yeah. I remember the video not too long ago where LZ, that's how I found out about them. LZ had said something about them.
Same.
And I was like, who the fuck is that? So I went and checked on it. And I was like, damn, these motherfuckers are cool.
Yeah.
They got some really cool cars. And yeah, I think it's Night Ride on YouTube. I can't remember. Let's see.
Are they the dudes that have the 240 that can go from a S13 to an S15 and like a bunch of push bins? Have you seen that?
No.
You haven't seen that?
I have not. I don't think so.
Shit, son. I'm about to blow his mind.
Damn. What? So you said it goes from what to an S13?
S13 to S15 conversion. And then look it up. It should be like one of the top cars.
Yeah, that's Night Ride. They're like really big into Miatas and shit, JDM stuff, but they're from overseas too.
I don't know, dude. I shared it on my Facebook. I can't remember. I'll find the link so that you can put it up. But dude, okay, so it's an S13. It's white, got red markings on it, and then they pull it up. They have the dude turn around, and then they come over, and it's all on like Zeus fittings. They start clicking tabs. The whole thing comes apart. They make it into an S15. It goes hard as fuck.
What?
Dude. It's very cool.
That's gnarly.
Yeah.
We gotta do something like that.
I don't know, dude. They said they had like fucking thousands of hours in just time spent. Because, dude, it doesn't just click back together where it's like, oh, it's close enough. Like, it's fucking perfect. You know, like they spent a lot of time to make it do that.
Damn. Yeah. What? Well, obviously, I want to build the FC next. But I know you said something about the Honda that you want to build. What's probably your next project?
The Honda.
Oh, okay.
That or I don't want to tell everybody because then they're going to want to do it. I want to build a Cadillac XLR. It's just, yeah, why? It's just because it's a Corvette C5 underneath.
Yeah, that's fair.
All I got to do is pull out a North Star, stick in a good old-fashioned 5.3 with a big fucking China spinny boy, and go to town.
Yeah, bro. I want to see those drifting.
Dude, look up
I feel like they could be drifting.
Look up a picture. Just look up slammed XLR and tell me that if this was like a cool street/drift car, that wouldn't be a cool car. And my buddy Brandon says he can get me one relatively cheap.
Really? How much?
He says he can probably get one for like $3,000 as a roller. Look at that black one right there. That's a little too low. Keep going.
My ass.
I don't really like the whole slam thing.
If it's just a show car.
Yeah, but I don't have anything that's just like a show car. What about that one? Yeah, dude.
That's some good fit.
Come on, that's cool.
I want it. It's fucking blurry.
Dude, just imagine it's just like that, like just like that, but with black wheels. And I pull up to the thing, and it's like, everyone's like, "Is that fucking Cadillac? What the fuck?" That'd be awesome.
Oh, that would be a fucking show.
Yeah,
those things are cool though. They got really sharp body lines and shit. I do like them.
I'm telling you, dude. It's
always
a
liked
Corvette wearing a suit.
Yeah,
That's what
it's a
it
bougie
is.
Corvette.
Yeah.
Speaking of Corvettes,
Wait till
I'm not a
the
big fan
Corvette.
of them,
Wait
but-
till I piss the Corvette community off. They'll be really mad then. I'm
Dude,
like
the
S.
Corvette
Chelsea
community is
loyalty.
no
fucking
joke.
Hated
Especially
number one.
on like our TikTok at the store. Oh my god! If any video I do that has to do with Corvettes, they find something.
Yeah.
At the
Not enough love for the C4, bro.
Yeah, nobody fucking said they like the C4 the best, so I didn't even put it on there as an option on inside the video. And people were still giving me shit like, "What? No love for the C4, blah blah blah." And then like even the older like this like fucking C1s and C2s, like nobody's picking those.
Old people pick them.
Yeah.
And we don't have very many old people.
They're not around enough for anyone to like think of them firsthand. So
And you can't drift them.
that too. Whoops. Kind of back on the EV stuff. If you had to own one, he already hates me. If you had to own one, like absolutely had to, I would never. I'd rather just fucking grab some tubing and find a scrap motor somewhere, build a car, literally.
Oh. No.
I don't know if I'd actually do
I'm fucking lazy. I don't know about
that.
that.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd actually do that, but that's just, I don't like EV.
Probably a P100D. And then I'd black the windows out so nobody could see who the fuck I was.
The embarrassment driving around in it.
Dude, I don't know, man. I just can't get behind it. Suck, squeeze, bang, blow. That's fucking all I know. I don't want to fucking do the...
Yeah.
How's it work? I don't know. There's electricity. You need special boots and tools. I don't know.
Combustion's just so easy.
Yeah, it's
Air, fuel,
spark. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. If I had to own one, it'd probably be a P100D. And that's literally only because you can get the plaid whatever set, you know?
Yeah. I know
That's
what you're
it.
talking about.
And I've seen videos of them like busting GTR's asses, but I just,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
it's like,
You can't get over the feeling for me. Just
It's just not
driving
a-
it.
yeah.
The drivability. Well, not
no
the drivability's
soul.
fine. It's just you just
damn
can't
it.
feel it. It's something about being able to hear the exhaust note, whether your exhaust is loud or not. You can still hear it or feel it
you
one
can't
way or
get it in
another.
can't get it in a manual. They're all like all-wheel drive because it would never be able to put that kind of power down to the ground usable on a rear-wheel drive setup. You can't drift it. That's the most important part.
Yeah.
How you gonna do a handbrake?
Can't drift it. Can't drift it. Can't drift it.
How you gonna do a handbrake? No
Can't.
way. You can't. I don't think you can.
No, I don't think it has regular brakes. I think it's internal.
Put in the comments. Does a Tesla have regular brakes, and can you drift
Please
one?
let us know.
Yeah. So that's really all I care about.
Yeah. Damn, actually, I kind of want to look that up. Does Tesla have rear brakes? Does Tesla have...
It's gonna be like, no, there is a hybrid system that has regenerative braking. Nah, it looks
Oh,
like a Brembo.
shit.
That's a
No, they
Brembo.
are real brakes. Oh my god, this one has a dual caliper.
Boy, what the fuck?
Whoa, I stand corrected, god damn it. We're getting a Tesla.
No, we're not.
Fuck.
No.
Actually, you know Nathan, Nathan, I'm not even going to try and say his last name. Starts with a P. Brennan's.
Oh, yeah, I
Brennan
know.
and
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Okay, so he used to work for Tesla in California when he lived there. And he was like a master, I guess it would be engineer instead of tech. I don't know. But
He had the special shoes and the special tools.
yeah. I don't know why he left. He came back here, but he works for, I think, Rivian now, which is same difference.
Yeah.
Which Rivian's kind of cooler in my opinion. But he could get a Model 3 for about 30 grand. And that's a deal. I was like, bro, fuck you. No. What? To get stranded?
I don't know, dude.
I'm straight.
30 grand? There's so many, like, I don't know. Because I feel like some people in the comments are going to be like, that's not realistic, blah, blah. But, dude, for 30 grand, you can buy a wicked Corvette. You could buy a cool CTSV.
A C6 Corvette.
Yeah. 30 grand.
If you find the right deal, it's the 06.
Dude, you know, would you rather charge your car for 4 hours so you can go 150 miles or piss your neighbor off every morning with I, for one, I actually like my neighbor. But if I didn't like my neighbor, it would be he wouldn't get mad. That's why I like him. But yeah, dude, every time someone's like, it's only 30 grand, in my head, I'm just like, you can buy so many cool things for 30 grand. Dude. You know? So many cool things. I bet you could probably go on eBay right now and you could find like a watermelon cannon that launches watermelons like 3 miles.
eBay watermelon cannon.
Yeah. Cantaloupe cannon. Actually, fuck it, a real cannon. Shoots real fucking cannonballs. Cannon for sale.
Fuck.
No.
That's cameras. That's what I have. Oops. Cannon.
Weapon.
That's a good way to put it.
Get demonetized. Of course, the camera part called
eBay's
that.
not even gonna let us. All right, whatever.
Cannon for sale.
But I bet you can find a fucking badass potato launcher on that motherfucker.
Oh, I know you can. Or we can make one.
Well, yeah.
Have you ever seen one where people make them
I've
out
always
of a
wanted
cheetah?
to. A what?
A cheetah. They use an old, like a tire cheetah.
Oh, yeah.
They use one of those, and then they put the
That's fucking smart.
Yeah.
That's how people do it?
I have never done that, but I have seen on the internet people do that.
Huh.
The other one is like they just spray ether down in some industrial PVC and then have a one-way.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's fucking basic.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of people get fucked up with potato guns, so I'm always just like, just watch, you know? It's not really a question I need answered, you know? What's something you built? It's like, I got a cool car. I built a really cool potato gun. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, you got a YouTube video of it I can watch? I don't really want to go around. You know, like,
I don't know if I want to see it in person. I might die. Let me check the video.
Dude, so straight up about cannons. This is for real. My neighbor, Robert Moxley, growing up every year on the 1st, had a cannon, right, that he would buy M80s, and he'd pull the wick, and he'd buy gunpowder, and he'd but he'd make his own little cannonballs, right? And he'd load this fucking cannon, and he'd shoot it off, and it was so powerful, it would flip over. That's a true story. Robert Moxley, my neighbor, we lived in Cascade Estates in Tennessee. Swear to God, Robert Moxley.
What the fuck?
Swear to God, I'll send this to him, and on the next episode, you can verify it. He had a cannon, so if he can fucking get one, we can get one. And I know that bitch didn't cost 30 grand, so I ain't buying a Tesla. You know? No way you could spend 30 grand way better than that. Sorry.
Oh my God. I could buy. You could build.
God, you could put another house on top of your house for 30 grand, man. Come on.
Okay, that's a stretch.
All right, you could do a really cool,
nice shop with 30 grand.
Yeah, or like a really sweet treehouse.
What? What the fuck? Did you want to try?
I don't know.
That was going on the cliffs. That was great.
I'm just saying. You want you want a fucking sweet ass. You want a sweet ass tree, dude. And like for 30 grand, think about the treehouse you could build for 30 grand. Think about it.
I've always wanted to build a treehouse.
Me
like
too.
a legit fucking treehouse. I have framing experience.
Dude,
I can do it.
Dude, we could do it. You get for 30 grand, you could have Wi-Fi out there. You could have a pool table. You could have like some of the shit coming through. Have AC.
Off grid.
Right? You got solar panels. It's all powered.
We could build a fucking village of just random tree houses.
Dude, we can buy a property and we can do that and then we can Airbnb it. There are people that Airbnb crazy shit.
I've looked at
There's people that Airbnb boats, dude. Like houseboats that never leave the dock.
No shit.
They just Airbnb them. That's how they pay for it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, actually.
So, yeah.
I might look into that. I'll try that.
There you go.
Time.
Little advice from the guy that said he'd take 30 grand to build a fucking treehouse.
Fuck your Tesla.
No, I'm sure they're good for some people. I just can't get behind the whole EV thing, man.
Yeah.
I'm so weird about it. Is I just can't even. People will come in and be like, "You got any Leafs?" And I'm just like,
Excuse me.
"You're from the shallow end of the gene pool."
Especially where our dealership is, because we're in Shelbyville, Tennessee, which if you don't know where that is,
horse capital of the world.
that.
I was literally
that's going
late
on right now.
It is. I was literally late to this because of that. None of them motherfuckers drive Teslas.
Hell no.
If they're so fast, they could get out of my way. But no, I've got a motherfucking horse and buggy. They're like, we're going over here to show this horse because it walks funny. Can't do it, dude.
Yeah, they're still standing in the same spot. But
What's next?
shit, that's pretty much it. I mean,
We got to talk about drifting some.
well, I mean, we can talk about LZ and how his whole clutch kickers shit is popping. But
Yeah, we got to talk about Taylor Ray. We got to talk about LZ. We got to talk about briefly on Jimmy Oaks. I didn't actually watch the. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't watch the Jimmy Oaks. I watch all of his videos. I just haven't watched that one yet, where he drifted Lime Rock.
dude,
But
that video is hard. It's like the video is nothing special, but seeing him drift Lime Rock, that
It's like
track
Forza
was
in real life.
fucking
Yeah,
insane,
it's fucking
dude.
lit.
Yes.
yeah,
I've only driven that track on Forza 7 just off a basic controller when
Yeah.
I had an Xbox. But fuck, man.
dude, I bet I
would
could get
love
Lime
to
Rock on a
drive
Seto.
there. You should.
I will when I go home. I'm gonna do it now. I hadn't watched that yet. What else? So what about? Okay, so I want to ask you. So, what do you think about the whole Taylor Ray-esque shop building thing, compound? We bought this big facility to do this whole thing, and then there's companies like Grindhard Plumbing Company. Ever seen them?
I've heard of them. I don't know much about them.
They do not have a big facility. They just have this place out in the middle of nowhere, and they just build badass shit all the time. So, do you think that a place to build your stuff is more important than actually just going and building cool shit? I knew this would be a good topic because he's gonna say that you need some place that's like Fort Knox. No one can get in there where I can still have everything organized and build all of my things. And I'm just like, dude, give me that box of scrap from that welder.
So, yes, I am very particular. I'm very pristine with my tools. Everything I have has a home. My shop is normally fairly clean. If you walk into right now, it's atrocious because I was very pissed off when I worked on my car last. But you are far different. I used to keep my car at his house whenever I first started the swap.
Your car was at my house more than my car was at my house.
That's bullshit.
Your car was at my house before I even lived in my house.
Okay, that's true. It was only a couple days, and I didn't have anywhere to start the swap. So I knew I was getting a house, and I was like gonna have some whatever. But his shop is atrocious. Dude, I've lost half of my toolbox at your shop. I swear to God. Since I took my car back home, I've bought 3 at least 250 piece toolkits. One of them was free. I got one of them for free.
I was gonna say,
But I bought one.
We have it all there. It's just in. A
Oh
box,
yeah, I know it's
know?
there somewhere. But the fact you gotta go through it and figure out which is. I'm not doing all that. I don't.
Yeah.
If
Not
there's
worth
the
the
day
time.
that I need to borrow something, I'll come fucking find it.
Yeah.
But dude, I
Probably used
couldn't.
one of his wrenches as like a radiator stay or something. I was like, fuck it. Dawson's like, no,
That's
like
why
mine.
it's
I'm like,
dented. No, I'm just kidding.
You wanna go for a ride?
But no, yeah, I'd probably say I'd have to have a nice shop, cause dude, one big thing that keeps me from working on my car is sweating my fucking ass off. Well, actually no, I can deal with the heat. I like the heat. It's the cold that I can't deal with. Busting my fucking knuckles when it's cold pisses me off more than life itself.
Dude, we're so opposite. I would much
I
rather it
hate
be
it.
cold.
Fuck
Being
no.
hot
Absolutely.
sucks.
Well, that's kind of a family thing. So my whole dad's side from Arizona, so they're more used to the heat. I'm kind of like a desert rat.
Dude, I'm Scottish. I don't know. Does that make me like cold? I just don't like being hot. It sucks. You ever like be sleeping at night and your fucking girlfriend's like trying to be all over you and you're like, you don't want to be mad at you, but you're also get the fuck off of me.
Yeah,
I'm hot.
I do. I am very like, I produce a lot of body heat.
Yeah, same.
So like Jasmine doesn't sleep on me at all throughout the night.
Dude, Kaylee is just like an unstoppable force, bro. She'll just sleep through the night. She doesn't care. She's just like drooling on me, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm burning up. But if I move, she's like, yeah, you don't want to wake the sleeping bear, you know. She's not a bear. She's really hot. I was just being funny. All right, and then what was the other thing? Oh, I know what I was going to say. I don't think that. I don't think you need a giant facility or the perfect place to work on cars or that your shop needs to be pristine all the time. I'm not one of those people that thinks that that is a reflection of your build. That's one thing.
No, that's not at all.
I'm not saying you think that, but there are people on the internet that think that if your shop is dirty, then your build is shit. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, those two things, like, dude, look at my car and tell me my car is shit. There ain't nobody on the. You might not like the way it looks, but you won't tell me that it's shitty because it's not. It's a good build, you know. Mm. So I don't think that has anything to do with it. But I am also, the reason that we're different is because I am like the dude, fucking, let's just finish it. Let's just get the job finished right now. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And so that's why the house is messy. That all comes down to it's a preference.
Me, I like the style of things. So I have a little bit of OCD in a sense. I'm not fully OCD or anything, but I do have a little bit. I feel like I've never obviously been tested or anything, but like for even the shop, like the epoxy floor, the black walls with the dope cabinetry, shit like that in the shop. Like I love that. I want that eventually. And I just like the neatness of like how it looks, and having your race car just plopped right in the middle as the fucking centerpiece is just hard as fuck to me. And when you go to work on the motherfucker,
we're gonna finish my garage out, but I guess my question was like, is that like more important? Like, are you so into the way something looks that you're worried about your surroundings more than the actual project at hand? I feel like for you,
no. I was like, when I'm working on the car, I throw things everywhere.
Oh, dude, me too. I'm the worst.
Yeah, like but I leave time at the end to go through, grab everything, and at least throw it on my toolbox. If I at least put it somewhere where it's gonna go, it's just not in its spot. And then, like, if I have some time later on, like the next day or whatever, I'll go organize it all. But my biggest thing is, I think for me, I need to have that. Because if, like at your house, I would spend 30 minutes finding the first tool that I needed. And it would completely throw off my entire motivation of like working on the car. So if I know where my tool is, and I can just go grab it and immediately start working, it keeps the motivation just going and going and going and going. And I can get a lot more done. So that's why I need it. And I feel like that's why a lot of other people probably think that way. Yeah. But I do see it from the other side of just not giving a shit. Like, I want to get this motherfucker done. I don't care about anything else around me.
Yeah, I'll get my buddies to come up. One of my buddies' cars is going to break. They're going to need a lift, and I'm going to convince them to come over here and help me clean up in order to use the lift. That's the way my mind works. I'm like, we're going to fire this car right now. No more testing. No more cleaning. We're going to start it right now. Get away from the car. Move. I'm going to fire it up. Yep. That's literally how, you know.
Yeah, that's definitely you.
Usually works. You know.
Not for me. I can't do it.
Usually works. I'm just saying my car runs a lot of the time. It hasn't ran in a while since I've been taking it apart. But when it runs, it usually runs for a really long time. Yeah. Yeah, I don't usually break it that often. I blew a turbo once, but that was it. And I broke a trans. And yeah, it's true. Chris blew it up. I didn't blow it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
And the first, the 6.0, you didn't blow that one up either. That's the one Chris blew up.
Well, there's only been one blown up motor. That was the one Chris blew up. Yeah. It popped a turbo, and didn't
it ruin the motor though?
I don't know. It only had like 2 pounds of oil pressure, so I was just like, better pull that. We pulled it out. It's sitting in my yard. It's straight up. I still got it. If it ever blew up and I needed to make an event, I was like, boy, you got one more pass on you.
Oh, the little engine that could.
Yeah, that one, it ran pretty good. And then the other thing was LZ added tilty concrete to his.
Dude, yes.
You're about that?
I'm fucking hyped for that. I love elevations, dude. Actually, there's this track in.
I'm for it. I'm
Seneca.
not against it. I'm not saying I'm against it. I was just like, just seems like, spent a lot of money so he could just be like, I don't know. Seems a little.
No, yeah, I don't.
I bet it's super
he
fun
did
to
it
drive.
for a lot more ways, which is like it kind of makes the course flow a little bit better, but
Because there's like a spot to hit.
There's a lot for like shipments and stuff like that too. That he did it all, but the slopes, that was just to kind of try and recreate Minami. I think
Yeah.
At
The
in
Japanese
Japan and at Ebisu.
Didn't he add a bank? Kind of. Isn't it on the one side of his house there's a bank?
It's kind of a bank. It's not really sloped. It's not.
I know,
like
but I'm pretty
actually
sure
sloped,
it's like.
But it's a sweeper.
Yeah, but it's like up, right?
No, I don't think it's actually sloped. Well, it might be.
I'm pretty sure
There might be a slight grade.
I think there's a slight up on one, and that's on the other side, and then the tilty thing is on the other side.
That'd be cool if it.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah.
Dude, you just come home, you're fucking mad as fuck at your old lady. You've been watching Andrew Tate all day. Just mad as hell. Come home and you're just like, dude, you know what? I hope she's awake. What? You just back it up into that corner, then hit the little skid thing, pull up, and then walk in the door. Honey, I'm home. Yeah, I know you're home. Dude,
I heard you, motherfucker. Shut up.
Yeah. I don't have the responsibility on someplace like that. How come LZ can't win shit in FD, but he is an unstoppable force of consistency in clutch kickers? Dude, he's a fucking god among men at KK, but he sucks at FD. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think that's more or less just a mental game. I think that he gets more pressured in FD, or feels more pressured in FD to do better. I feel like he thinks there's more eyes on him, stuff like that.
He did pretty good in the S15 though.
That is true. That is true.
But I wonder if it's because he was privateering that. That was his own shindig. It was Adam LZ sponsored by LZ.
Like
now he's got RTR riding him on like, you better fucking drive good, bitch. You know?
Yeah.
Don't know.
A little extra added pressure. And on top of, God, that thing's fucking massive, dude.
Yeah.
You got to get used to it.
I see all the comments saying like, oh, dude, he's just got to get used to the RTR car. Like, dude, he's shooting a video right now. He's shooting an RTR video right now where they're driving. Is Talladega, Little Talladega in Missouri? Is that where it's at?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
They're at Little Talladega right now shooting a
I saw
video.
that.
Yeah. He didn't say the name. I was surprised. I thought he would have plugged them. But anyways, so he's driving Little Talladega, and dude, he's fucking ripping. And dude, if LZ fans, since y'all are
you will all see the video.
You're all awful. Yeah. Well, has LZ gone yet? You don't even watch. You just care about watching LZ.
Seriously.
Which is fine, whatever. Anyways, if it's the car, because that's what they all say, if it's the car, then why does Chelsea DeNova win so goddamn always?
Yeah.
Dude, he fucking wins a lot. A lot he wins. So,
and his car is set up a little different, but it's not drastic enough.
yeah, it's like it's just his own
the way he kind of specifies it.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And LZ has his specified to his standards.
Yeah.
So why isn't he putting in all the track time that he's developed in that car already off of just random track days that they pay for? He just gets to go to.
See,
so he's getting seat time in the car. I feel like he should be better. I think it just boils down to pressure. Like just
I personally think that I think FD is like a popularity contest.
Well, yeah, I totally believe that now.
Dude,
it didn't used to be.
Dude,
I believe it
when
didn't
the
used
GR
to be
Corolla, when Turk won in the GR Corolla on the day of the GR Corolla debut, I was like, "Fuck you!"
That
you
would
know,
play it out.
fuck you,
Yeah.
you fucking
Dude, and I hated.
I like the GR Corolla, and I love Turk. I want Turk to win a championship. I literally root for him every round.
He's a.
But I was just like, dude,
kinda.
fuck you. Yeah, dude, it made me so mad. I was like, really?
How the fucking minivan
Yeah, they're
work?
just pissing on you without even the courtesy of calling it rain. You know, like it's like they didn't even try and hide. They're like, oh, it's the debut. Make the Corolla win. It just was fucking. That made me mad. What else? What else is going on? Okay, so did you see where Turk got hit and went on and like got hit in I think technically a more serious manner, like his car went in the air and stuff, and he went on Facebook and was like, "Hey man, this is racing, this is what happens, blah blah blah." And did you see where Matt Field was like, "Thanks, Freddie," and gave him the finger? Did you see that, Osbo?
No, I didn't.
You didn't see?
I
This
mean,
is a
I
couple
saw,
weeks back.
I
This is
saw
a couple
the,
weeks back, or maybe a month.
I saw what happened, but I didn't see what.
Yeah,
Field
Matt
had
Field
said.
he was like making a big ordeal out of it because he got
He
bumped.
always does.
Yeah, I don't
mean,
get
he's
it.
a fucking phenomenal driver, but he's a goddamn hothead for no reason.
I don't know. Dude, Jonathan Cashhurst, he got fucking bumped. He didn't throw a big bitch fit.
Nah, Cash
You
was
know?
humble as fuck about it.
Yeah. That's what dude.
Cash
know.
lives near us. Like, he's pretty local.
Yeah.
And
We're
we've seen
big
him at
Cash
a lot of
fans.
events and stuff. Yeah. Ruben
Yeah.
Cash all the way. for
I
sure.
literally every
His
time
E46 is fucking hard too.
I liked his other car, but I like his car now. I just because I know that it's what he wanted, but
Yeah.
only because I want him to win. You know.
No.
Otherwise, I'm not really.
The
a big fan.
G37 was cool.
Yeah, very
I love
cool.
that car, but the E46 definitely suits him better.
Dude, I straight up fucking copied his firewall. 100%.
Fuck
I
yeah.
like went to my fab guy. I was like, "Can you make this?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, make that." and then I tagged him and Rise Fab on Instagram. They're like, "Hey, that looks good." And I was like, "Oh, thank God they're not mad." Yeah.
Crisis
Ooh, shit.
averted.
Fuck. I was worried about it.
It
Yeah.
was a gnarly setup though. I like how it's bolted on to wrap around the harnesses, which I'm
Yeah.
sure that you have to do that, but
I just did it because
think
I got a
looks cool.
22-gallon cell, so I was afraid like if it actually went boof, I would be like I would not want fire to come through
That's
and get
fair.
my hand, you know? But yeah, I definitely copied that from them.
Flamethrower on your neck.
So what else? Oh yeah. So anyways, what I was gonna say is anytime I see Jonathan Cashhurst, it's always like super humble. Same with Turk, they're super humble. And every time I see Matt Field, he's like, "Oh, I'm the best. Watch me climb this peg wall. I'm gonna do a bunch of push-ups. I'm gonna bang the bottle on the ground, and
Right.
I'm gonna give Frederick Osbo the finger." Fucking so dumb.
All right, and especially
All right,
after
sorry. Yeah.
like last season, or was it the beginning of this season? I don't know, where it was in Seattle. Which city is the one that's in town, in the streets? I can't ever remember the cities.
See, this is why we need another camera so I can get my phone and look.
I
don't
know.
I don't know. I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah. Anyways, like he got, I don't know what happened there, but Osbo and Matt Field, they pinned it into that one corner, and like immediately he was throwing a fit, literally on track. Osbo was like trying to like check on, like, are you good? And just brushing him off, running away from him and shit, stomping around.
Boy,
Like a
he'd
fucking
catch a
crybaby,
Norwegian ass whipping, I bet.
dude.
Osbo looks like
I don't know.
Osbo looks like Steve from Minecraft. He's just built like a refrigerator, you know? Very
Yeah.
strange.
I hated
individual.
when he drove the Corolla.
Dude, his
I
Supers
hated
goes
that.
hard.
The
as
Supers
fuck,
are
though.
dope, but just the
Also,
fact of a fucking
I think Osbo is one of the better
hatchback.
drivers, dude.
Do what?
I think Osbo is one of the best drivers.
Oh, he is, and he doesn't do like any of the publicity bullshit.
Yeah.
He comes with the most basic fucking trailer setup
Yeah.
and comes there, gets his job done, and gets the fuck out.
Yeah. He's always, dude,
Done
he's
and
always
done.
so consistent. And I like watch all the other people. He's so smooth. Like, I'm
He's
like,
always ice drifting.
oh, really?
Yeah, he's always ice drifting. So in the rain, cake for him. No big deal.
Dude, that makes so much more
Dude,
sense. I
he's
didn't know that.
Fluent as fuck.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What a neat skill. What's left? We have anything else?
No, that's pretty much it for this one. That's pretty much it for this one. I appreciate you watching. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more of this. We're going to have drift content every Sunday on YouTube, along with shorts and everything, TikTok, Instagram. Check us out. I'll keep them linked in the description.
Let us know if you have any content that you want us to discuss. It's always,
Yeah, big
it's always.
time. If you
We
got any
probably need to
questions
be
or
more
anything.
organized. I need to have a little notepad and write out what we're going to talk about, so we
Yeah.
don't get all ADHD on everybody. But definitely, if you have something you want us to discuss, like drivers or habits or Taylor Hole, then just let us know, and I will definitely talk about it for 15, 20 minutes.
Taylor Hole is the biggest crybaby in FD, even more than Matt. But that's it for this one. No.
All right.
But yeah, so Instagram, TikTok, go follow those. Go follow us on those platforms. I'm posting every single day on there of shorts. But that's it for this one. I appreciate you guys sticking around. I'll see you guys in the next one.
That was good. We were a little all over the place, but yeah. Probably need to like